Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 58.3 kilos from the integrated MMA gym, training under Rob Goodfrieda. Hailing from Nambour on the Sunshine Coast, he has a fight record of 3 wins, 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jordan Southern. And his opponent from the red corner, weighing in at 59 kilos from the Ignite Martial Arts Gym under Ryan Dunstan. He has a fight record of 8 wins, 5 losses. He hails from Brisbane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liam Forrest. And when the action begins, your referee, Peter Hickbar.
Southern out of the blue corner, Forrest fighting out of the red corner. And you can see the Eternal emblem imprinted in blue and red on the all-black shorts.
Good. So,
proudly brought to you by Jitsi Club. A busy night for Peter Hickman tonight, and we spoke about this, the reach and height in favour of Liam Forrest. Jordan Southern looking to get rid of that as he starts to pressure, taking down Forrest for the first time in round 1.
Wasting absolutely no time. Throwing leather, both these gentlemen moving to the center of the cage, and then a beautiful transition to the double leg there. Oh my goodness.
All this made possible by our friends at Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. And we spoke about that, Blake. Randang, he put his height and reach to use, and this is almost a mimic or a mirror, should we say, of the Rao Deng matchup we saw earlier on. Can Southern keep him here? That's the question.
Well, it seems to be that, but here you go. There's a bit of separation now. We'll see if the hands get let go, but both men seem like they're no slouch. There's a nice hook. Oh, over the top. Oh, here we go, these gentlemen. Oh,
look at this from Forrest.
Beautiful trip from Forrest there. That was lovely. He had a couple of shots, got in on the double unders, and executed that beautifully. Let's see what he can do when he's on the ground here. Seems where...
When you train out of Ignite Martial Arts alongside former 2-time Eternal Lightweight Champion Dave Martinez, who we'll see later on tonight, former Eternal Middleweight Champion John Fraser as well, no doubt they would have made this bloke work inside the gym. And you can see the results here tonight. He's looking for an outcome in favour of Liam Forrest, doing a good job thus far controlling centre cage.
It always impresses and disgusts me, the cardio level of these flyweights. I mean, it upsets me to no end, but boy, does it impress me. I mean, they've not taken a single breath, these gentlemen, through these first 90 seconds, and I don't think it's going to change for the rest of the fight, T.
Well, you made mention that this fight is contested at 59 kilos, a catch weight due to the nature of this bout coming together last minute. Liam Forrest taking this fight just on day's notice.
And I mean, goodness Christ, you have a look at the short notice conditioning and aggression of Liam Forrest. You think he'd had a full camp.
There's no off season, is there, Blake?
No, not for these flyweights, I'd say. I mean, it's an off season to the last 3 days for the rest of us in the other divisions, but not these gentlemen. Here they are exchanging against the cage. Jordan Southern trying to chain together some grappling from the strikes up top. Good frames there from Forrest, separation. Back to the striking. Ooh.
Liam Forrest grew up with an older brother. And he says most of his childhood was spent trying to protect himself from guard, but it's him that's forcing Southern to guard himself as he goes straight to the back. And this is where that reach will come into play, Blake.
Oh, yeah, if he locks up that body triangle, there it is already, going straight to it right on cue. Oh.
Returns to the Gold Coast. Make sure you follow King's Cop across all social media platforms. And a reminder that Eternal 80 will go down in Perth, Western Australia, Saturday, October the 28th. Tickets are on pre-sale now. If you've got your phone, make sure you have the time to scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Back to the action here between Forrest and Southern.
Oh, he's a bit high. Oh, nice reversal there. They've got to watch out for the triangle here. He's isolated an arm. Oh, transition into the arm bar. He's got to be careful. Oh, it's so hard to control that arm in MMA with the sweat. the determination, but he's working from guard. And as you alluded to before, Liam Forrest said he spent most of his childhood trying to protect himself from guard from the older brother. So let's see how that transfers tonight against Jordan Southern.
Put your fingers in the eyes,
Well, he's got a lot of experience in this position, and it seems to be the story as he continues to protect himself, but it's Southern that's getting to work on top. Knee shield
Watch your up kicks.
manages to create distance between him and Jordan, but straight back into guard. That right butterfly hook stopping Southern from progressing position.
But this is what you want to see from Southern. On top, doing damage, having some success, you know. I mean, he's staying active off his back is Liam Forrest, but you'd have to imagine in the judge's eyes, some good, looking good for Jordan Southern here, landing some shots from the top.
Indeed he is. We've been to the judges' scorecard several times this evening. The only finish, my apologies, taking place was from the man they called D'Alessania. A left hook, under 15 seconds.
Yeah, he certainly sped things up tonight here at Eternal 77, did he?
He did.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, D'Alessania, yes. Some up kicks, some separation. Oh,
And this is a better round for Southern. Look at this action,
absolutely.
straight into
transition
mount.
into mount. Or possibly some fatigue on the side of Liam Forrest. He wasn't as active from his back there, or a bit complacent, I should say, in the transitions, but very well jumped on by Jordan Southern. This is a great round for him.
He's trying to bridge up and bump off Jordan Southern, but Jordan just proving too heavy, too strong here in round two. And this is a better round for the man from Integrated MMA on the sunny coast.
Well, less than 30 seconds to go and looking very, very good. Landing some shots. Liam staying active, but it's a bad spot to be. You've either got to give your back or continue to get pounded. Oh, he's got that gift wrap. He's controlled the far wrist. That is never a good situation. And here he is trying to round out the shots.
Heavy shots from Southern, closing out the round. And some massive announcements coming out of King's Cup. Current UFC middleweight Phil Hall's set to headline that card against Mateus Lasco, alongside ex-UFC flyweight Ben Nguyen and former Eternal Australian flyweight champion Tim Moore, set to be competing at the King's Cup on the Gold Coast.
More of the same here for round three. Jordan Southern coming in, landing some good shots, and then getting the takedown here. You'd imagine, T, that Liam going to be a little bit more hasty off his back here, given the nature of round two. But Jordan Southern in a good position here, compromising those hips. That's a Eternal Bantamweight champion Rod Costa special, is that position there.
Well, you'd know more than anyone what it's like to find yourself in tough positions inside scrappy MMA against Eternal Bantamweight champion Rod Costa.
I wish I could say I'm privileged, T, but it rarely feels like that at the time. But more great stuff from Jordan Southern. A lot of blood leaking from his nose, but make no mistake, he's been in a great position over the last 4 minutes of ground control time.
Give the advantage, Liam. Come on.
Half guard for Southern continues to pound away, and again, fatigue setting in for Liam Forrest. He's right in front of his corner, but I'm not sure there's much they can do to get him out of this rough position in half guard, as Jordan Southern,
he's got the underhook there,
finds a second win here in round three.
Yeah, always some helpful advice from the Gold Coast crowds of just get up, Liam.
There's always one,
as they say.
I mean, that would be my advice, Blake, but...
oh, it's always heartbreaking to hear that in the gym, isn't it? You know, just get up.
Fortunately for me, you are our fight analyst here tonight to add a bit of colour to our commentary, so I'll leave that to you.
Well, I'm getting a bit of help from the Gold Coast crowd after a couple of pale ales. He seems to think that Liam Forrest needs to get up, but he's fighting for frames here. But Jordan Southern controlling his far wrist under that side of the Dagestani handcuff, as they call it. It's not a good time.
Not at all for Liam Forrest. A fantastic time for Jordan Southern as we approach the 30-second mark of our third and final round. You have to think, Blake, if Jordan Southern can keep this position, he'll be grounding and pounding his way to victory here at Eternal 77.
Yes, and I mean, if this was the if this was the game plan from Jordan Southern, doing an incredible job after a tough and closely contested round 1. Oh, he's got a Kimura here, and he's about to free the hand as well. 15 seconds to
goodness!
go.
He's got to work that quick. 10 seconds left.
If he can get that. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Southern! Can Forrest get this Kimura? He cannot. Jordan Southern will survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, the judges have their decision. It is unanimous to the blue corner.